Welcome to Zenith Online Racing. I am Bobby Tava, and I'm gonna be your commentator for tonight's race. This is not an official league race. It's pretty much the new game. F1 2021 just came out, and before the league actually picked up, we decided to just do a fun race, have a big bit of fun on this Monday evening. Uh, so it's almost a full grid, 18 drivers from mostly tier 1, but a couple driver from other tiers too. Um, it's going to be a great night. We're at the Circuit of the America for the US GP. Let's just set everything up. Yeah, it should be fine. Let me know in the stream, guys, if the sound is a bit messed up. First time streaming on that game, so sound might be off, my voice might be high, this game sound might be super low. Um, who's first on track right now? Appear to be a Red Bull. No, it is the Williams of Rig Diver, who was a tier 3 driver uh, last season. I don't remember actually where he finished. I know he was fighting at the top of the standings, so he probably has the pace to move in Tier 1 this season. We're going to see in the next few weeks with the time trial setups, the results, and the evaluation race setup. That sounds just fine so far. Yeah, I guess my voice is pretty good. I know for a fact that in my earset, the in-game sound are super low, so I don't know how well it's translating on stream. But here we go. We have Rig Diver for his first lap. Actually, first qualifying lap in this new game under the Zenith Online Racing banner. Going through the S's, which I ran a couple of laps of time trial earlier today. And yeah, that was... I was about to say not fun, but let's just say different. Obviously, big shift in the handling model from last game to this game. A lot less downforce, so car very understeery. So unlike last game, you have to run a setup with way more downforce to actually be able to run in some corners, especially the S's. But yeah, Red Diver seems to handle it pretty good so far. I have noticed someone get a 5-place penalty for colliding. Yeah, that's how I'm set up. That my in-game sound is super low. Where the fuck is the sound audio setting? Hide the new menus. That should be better actually. And Rig Diver managed to get the 131.2, and that's gonna set the bar for the day. Mr. Joshua racing with no line, so I don't know if he had the time to run a couple laps beforehand. We have Ryan with the 133.3 on the medium compound. And Seabass close to wreck with a 131.2. Is it Sva? A new name I don't recognize yet, starting a lap. But seems to have invalidated. I guess my sound is super glitched. I'm not hearing any engine at all. I'm just hearing like weird sound. That's very weird. That's actually not better. Audio setting. I want driver kind of sound. While I was messing with the sounds, apparently Grim Reaper, T2 driver, T3 driver, and EU driver last season, he was racing quite a bit, was disqualified for being the wrong way around. Apparently my sound is really fucked up. I'm gonna try to fix this, because that ain't super pleasing to listen to. No, fuck 9 yeah, that's good. That's good. Push to talk. Does it change something being on broadcast setup? No. It's like maybe I'm just hearing like battery sound. Actually, maybe I'm gonna ask for an invite in the lobby. I'm gonna quit and reload. Because, yeah, that ain't the best way to enjoy a race. Because if we were complaining about F1 sounds before, that's some next level shit right here. But yeah, oh, we have sharpshooter with a 138. Pretty good. Good 4 tenths up on rec diver. Yeah, but we seem to have some decent lap across the board. Some 131. Like we all know, it's a new game for everyone. Some of the guys I talked earlier before the race. This is actually their first lap. Uh, Alright, boys, I received an invite for the game. Oh, never mind. I went to the main menu and came back and appear like we have actual F1 car sounds, boys. So yeah, actually now we have actually working engines. So tell me if it's now too loud or not. Um, There we go. We actually have a working game now. Thank you, Codemaster. Yeah, I'm sorry, I guess Fuzz car fixed it. I don't know. It's the way it is. But he's on a hot lap, so I guess we can follow him. Apparently, US was one of his good track in the previous game. Probably like his second lap on the track this game. He said he didn't practice at all. Didn't have a setup. We'll see if it's true or not. So fast coming to the last two corners. What is he gonna do? Seems to have improved quite a bit for 131.1. Good for provisional second place. So for a guy with only 2 lap worth of experience, I feel like I'm getting bullshit right now. And it sounds like a guy who sweat his ass off. Who else is on the lap? Sharpshooter coming out for a lap on the medium. Did he set his lap? He set his lap on soft, okay. So coming. Let's see. Ooh. I just got fuzz spinning. That's what I get for following him. That's like, it sucks that we have to follow him, but that's things that can happen when I have him on my cam. All right, enough with bullying fuzz. We have Aiden in the S's. Looks like these Williams have a Formula E car too. No engine noise. But I guess we're gonna follow it too. So using the famous straight. Probably the best overtake opportunity of the old track. In fact, pretty much the only one. Aiden, who last season was actually reserved in Tier 2, got a full C13 in Tier 2 for like about 20 minutes. Then moved up in Tier 1 with Sam, Scavney, and actually pretty much it. To finally remove some assists and go back to reserving in Tier 2. Competed in Tier 1, but even like with a lot less races that everybody else, still managed to win the T2 championship, and just did a 132.1, good for 9th place. Or I guess it was an outlap because his tires is still on 0 lap. I'm not sure actually. I'm still rusty about that whole broadcasting thing. Alright, I'm gonna try to do what I did to fix the engine noise again because it's annoying. Nope, still fucked. I guess we're watching Formula E now, boys. Because the previous time I just went back to the PlayStation menu and came back and it was fixed. Apparently it isn't not fixed. Alright, Asylum probably an out lap. In the S's, nope, he is invalidated, so we'll find someone else. Maverick, uh, Season 4, T2 champion, moving to T1. I've had some decent result, but way more fierce competition this season. Let's see what he does. I guess he isn't an outlap because he just invalidated. Never mind. Um, who else in the lap? Seabass. Oh, apparently the Ferrari has some noise, so I guess we're following Ferrari's not. Uh, Ferrari has better engine. That's what I get from Codemasters. So Seabass in the straight. Previously had a 131.4, we could say. Pretty well done. Actually, 1/10 better than the previous lap, so might be enough to move ahead of Maverick, but just cut the corner there, so never mind. And with 1 minute remaining in the session, we won't have another shot. Who else on the final lap? Let's go now, Fuzz. I'm tired to watch Fuzz. Apparently my internet is too shitty to broadcast gameplay. First time happening. That's weird. Let's go with Denmark. Tier 2 driver last season, just starting a lap. In the turn 1, uphill. From the lap I did earlier, what I found is it's super easy compared to last game to lock the rear in the first corner and just throw the car, spin the car like super easily. But he seems to have a good run through the S's. It's very, very easy to extend the track or cut corners. So just not having your lap invalidated in quali is a very hard task in the first S's. So coming at the end of Sector 2, what time does he have? A 101, improved by nearly 6/10. I could move up a couple places with that time if he just bring the car home. I guess the session is actually finished now. I cannot see the time because of the many yellow flags. I guess I'm gonna need to mess with my odd next time. But Denmark with a 131.398, good for 6th place. Pretty good time. We have Zem in the Sector 3 coming to end with a marginal improvement. Let's see if you can pick up a bit more time in the last sector. Is Alfa Romeo electric variation. Bit wide on the exit, they still count. 131.68, improved by less than 100. So did not improve his spot on the grid, but 7th place nonetheless is pretty good. And I think that's everyone. Everyone is either DNF or coming back into the pit. So this is what we have for quali. F1 20 on the first race of F1 2021 Formula Formula E edition. We have Sharpshooter in the Red Bull in first with a 130.8, Alt Maverick in second, Seabass in third, Fuzz in fourth, Wreck Diver in fifth, Denmark in sixth, Zen in seventh, Ryan in eighth, Zag in ninth, Aiden in 10th, T-Money 11, Joshua 12, Adrian 13, Zvaesk, a new name, in 14, Janet in 15, Beck in 16, Bag of Bones in 17, Asylum in 18 with a 5 spot grid penalty, and Grim who got disqualified in last place. So there we are. We're actually now at a race. It's hard to actually predict anything. There's a lot of unknown variables. Pretty much none of the driver has actually decent experience on the game. I'm actually not sure if we're playing with full damage or not, so if someone dive in turn 1 and give side butt damage to half the grid, hard to predict. I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. First race of a new game. It's pretty much impossible to predict, so let's wait for driver to ready up while watching the banner of our unofficial sponsor, DHL. Alright, so start in 25 seconds. Alright, so we have a grid. It is suggesting a 2-stop. Not sure if it's actually what's gonna happen. I'm terrible with strategies, but I want to say that last game was a pretty easy 1-stop. I might be completely wrong. So please someone tell me in the chat if I'm telling some bullshit. But I'm guessing we won't see a 2-stop race. Also, I don't have a weather reports, but I guess an unofficial race, no admin would be crazy enough to put rain in it. So I expect it to be dry all the way through. So we have quite a few different strategies from the back of the grid. Couple driver on the medium, couple drivers taking on the soft. We have Beck going for the hard, so absolutely going for the 1-stop. So yeah, normally it would be the time where we would predict a podium, but yeah, I don't know anything. So let's just say Fuzz will bin it, so we won't get in. You know what? Let's be boring. Let's say 1, 2, 3. We'll finish 1, 2, 3. I'm a boring man, just like that. We appear to have engine noise, so we're gonna take it. That's a weird angle for a start, Mr. Cameraman. Can I get another camera view? There we go. I guess we're gonna start from 7th because my producer don't want to give me a great camera angle. But formation lap is now over. Things are now getting serious. Let's try to go to the lane. Nope, still front wing cam. Jesus Christ, that's a terrible angle. Oh, there we go. And 3, 4, 5 lights. And here we go. first race on the new game. Sharpshooter seems to have gotten a great start. Getting too wide at this first corner. A couple cars going wide. But so no apparent damage for anyone. I saw Aiden going super wide in the S's. Is he gone? Nope. He's still going, just spun out. So let's go back to the front. Isaiah with already a 3-second word penalty for corner cutting. We're not even half a lap done. That's weird, to say the least. Dot, are you sure you want to team up with that guy next season? But yeah, the front of the grid seems to stay the way it was, so no major move. I guess we can look at it. Position change. Oh, never mind. Seabass moved up on Maverick at the front. Joshua 3 plays up. Asylum 4 plays up. The guy, I think he started last with his 5 place penalty. Yeah, Aiden, big loser with his spin. Don't know if there was contact or not. And we have yellow sector in sector 3, yellow flag in sector 3 seems to be T-Money, who had an incident. Don't know if he just went wide, if he had damage. No, wing seems to be fine. Let's go back to tires. Yellow flag in sector 1. I feel like, oh, Seabass is out from 2nd place. What happened? A very odd place. I guess he lost it. Going side by side, or maybe he was tricked by the curve. There's a couple plays that the curves in this game kind of messes you up. So yeah, sure, might be why he lost it. We have Aiden who went into the pit. We have a VSC. Couple car are now electric car again. VSC just ended, so we're racing again. So that put Fuzz in a podium position. And the time are already glitched up because Wreck Diver certainly isn't 1 lap down. Yellow flag, sector 2 and 3. Does I get a moment? Seems to have his wing intact. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of this yellow flag, a lot of yellow flags, a lot of incident, people not used to the driving model, not used with a couple curb. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of incident today. What the fuck is that? Interval. That's great. Guess I'm gonna comment on what's going on in the minimap because that's the only way I can follow the race. We had a short yellow flag in sector 1. We still have 1. Joshua going down the order, getting passed by Zag. I guess he had a moment. I'm missing his entire front wing, so yep, that's not the best. Do not recommend removing your front wing in USA. Interval either. So yep, we have messed up interval. Great job, Cody's polished game and all. And I think, yep, Ryan, yep, had a spin with Beck, moment with Beck, and just come out with the grid coming back. A couple contact, getting past by a couple driver, yes, front wing damage, going to the pit right now. really hard to follow the race when I do not have interval. Fuzz apparently is super close. Went side, try moving the inside of Maverick in turn one. I'm gonna follow one of these on board for a little bit, so it's the only one we know is kind of close to driver head. Oh, Maverick went wide. Fuzz isn't gonna wait for another opportunity, just gonna take it, move into second place, taking a big opportunity of Maverick mistake there. But Maverick will probably have DRS in here. Let's see if he can push on DRS, trying to make a move with the rear ring open. He's gaining on the outside. Fuzz still here. Never mind. Maverick has to leave the place. We're having a couple yellow flag in sector 1. S's doing something. We had Joshua who had actually an engine. That was nice. Other driver do not have engines. Do we have a close gap? No, do we have interval? Yellow flag in sector 2. I guess Denmark spun again in the S's. His tires are probably super cooked. Sva and the Ferrari having a bit of an incident in sector 3 also. Let's go at the front. Wreck only 3/10 behind Maverick. But yeah, you need to follow pretty closely in the S's to have a shot to overtake in the straight. But without dirty air, if you're too close in the S's, it's pretty hard to just stick with the guy ahead. So, but since the straight is pretty much the only opportunity, you need to do your best to stick up there. So Maverick 6/10 being Fuzz, Wreck Diver also 6/10.5, 7/10 down. We're having quite a bit of a train there. Is Fuzz gonna be in a risk of a move from Maverick? Maverick is sending it. Bit of contact with Fuzz, and Fuzz at the worst end of it. I'm not sure what I can blame on that. Well, I guess we're gonna see Fuzz reported, so we'll see after the race what happened. Again, we have a yellow flag in sector 3. That's for Denmark, who retired in a bit. Do we have yellow flag in sector 1? That's still Denmark, probably. Ryan at the back of Aiden, trying to move on the outside at the end of the straight. Going too wide. Aiden closed the door there. But Ryan's still trying a move too wide in there. I think the move is done, unless Aiden dive in there too. What a great racing for both those guys. 3 corner in a row, side by side. So great stuff. Aiden got a 3-second penalty for extending the track there. Back of Bones, 3/10 behind Grim in the S's. Just with Adri right in there. I guess there's gonna be at least an attempt from one of these cars in the straight. We got Zenith, who apparently went by them in the straight with DRS. Let's go back to Bones and Adri. Both guys are using a battery in DRS. Grim managed to stay ahead of both these drivers, so I guess we'll see next lap, because they're in much shorter opportunity unless driver in front make a big mistake. There go Fuzz on the back of them. I was about to say maybe he can make a move in turn 1, but with them having DRS from being once again behind Jin, it's going to be hard. stuck in the DRS train. Fast, dirty driver, cutting corners again. Adri going to inside into turn 1, makes the move on Bones for 10th place and spotting the points. Let's look at the overall strategies going out right now with the 7th lap out of 28. Zenith on 4th place with the medium compound. I guess is in a good place. Because I'm still thinking it's a one-stop, so he's gonna have the fresh compound at the end. Honestly, might have a shot to win this race. Let's see, we have T-Money who made a move in the inside of Bones with DRS in the straight. And yep, that's pretty much the only close battle on track. We have Aiden on the back of Ryan at the end of the straight. Wreck Driver still close to Maverick coming into the S's. Yellow flag in sector 3, not sure what is Adri. We'll get passed by Bones. Yep, probably some damage. Bones going to the pit. Lap 7. Don't know if he had damage or we're getting into the pit window for these soft tires. We have a couple incidents here. Orders shifting all around the place. Not quite sure what happened. Zem spawned in the S's, that's why in the first current of the S's. So Bones went for the soft again, so 2-stop for sure. Aiden with another 3-second penalty. But made the move on Zem in the process. Still trying to find a close fight on track. We have Zag on the back of Adri. Merci Puff pour ces gentils mots. Puff trying to wishing me a good evening in French because he needs to be bilingual by Friday. So yeah, better practice it. Yeah, Asylum made a move on Beck in the last corner, so I guess Beck had a mistake because that's a very odd place to make a move. Got Joshua on the back of Bones. Will he be close enough for a move into turn 1? Bones on brand new softs. Oh, Bones break a bit earlier than Joshua expected. There was contact. I'm not sure if there's damage to the front wing. Doesn't appear so. Yep, wing seems to be intact. Pretty lucky there. With Zem who come into the pit for a wing change and went to the hard compound. So going to the end with those tires for sure. And my intervals are gone. Great. I guess a Wreck Diver made a move on Maverick because he was in turn. Well, my intervals are slowly coming back. Fuzz going to the pit, lap 10 of 28. What will he put on his Alpine? Going for the soft, the medium compound, never mind. Made a mistake. For the medium, soft to medium. And 10 lap on the soft, 18 on the medium, probably doable. And a couple drivers were following Grim and Zyke. Both Mercedes, are they gonna double stack? And they have poor communication from the Mercedes boys. Surely they're yelling about it in their party chat right now. We don't want to see this. Zyke going on the art compound. And Grim Reaper on the soft. The soft certainly are not getting to our last 18 laps, so 2-stop it is, I guess. We have Maverick who went back ahead of Diver. I'm missing those those overtake. I guess I'm a terrible commentator to spot these. Both driver coming into the pits, getting rid of these soft. So I guess 10 lap is pretty much the amount, the life of a soft compound in the USA. Let's see what both driver will come out on. Maverick wear the medium, Greg Diver on the hard. So two different strategy for the two cars that are battling since lap 1. Let's see if technically the medium will be faster, so Maverick should get away. But will they be quick enough at the end of the race? Only time will tell. Beck, who started them hard, just come back at the back of Wreck. Might have a shot to overtake while the hard tire get to the right temperature. Beck using quite a lot of battery. I'm guessing he probably won't have a move because Wreck doesn't have the RS. Beck might have a shot. No, he just say better of it and go back behind Maverick. Behind Greg Diver, my bad. Sharpshooter leader getting the pit. One of the last driver, actually the last driver in the soft compound to come in. Everyone else has either pit prior because of damage or else. Going to the art as well. So a lot of different strategy. That's what happened when nobody has played the game before. Hard to tell, like impossible to tell what's going to work and whatnot. Beck has retired, crashed in the pit wall. Safety car. We have a safety car. Some driver gonna have free pit stop to get either on the hard or the medium and go to the end of the race. A very well timed safety car for a couple driver. Like happened right in the pit window, the soft pit window. So not sure how it's gonna pan out. Zenith probably the one who got screwed by it because he'll be in front with his reverse strat won't work anymore. Because everyone with slower compound just gonna be right up his ass. Wow, that safety car really screw everything's up. I just realized I missed DNF because I saw him double stack with Grim. I missed him DNF. Don't know what happened. I'm a terrible broadcaster. Zenith coming into the pit on the medium, so I guess he's gonna go on this. I was gonna say hard to go to the end. Never mind. Maybe he thinks the soft are going to make it 15 laps. That's very doubtful. or he's going all in with a two-stop. But he came out in second with soft tires. Will be quicker than Sharpshooter in front of him. Will he be able... That's what I'm wondering. Do the soft compound gonna last, first of all, to the end? If not, will he be quick enough to gain a pit stop worth of time in 7 to 8 lap if you want to split his 2 stints on the soft? I'm not sure if it's the right call. I'm not sure at all. We have Adri who pitted as well. Apparently served a 5-second penalty. One from the hard to the medium, so okay, going to the end on them. Yep, so we're gonna have a spicy safety car restart with Sharpshooter at the front on the hard compound, followed by Zenith on the brand new soft compound. Yep, the top 3 having 3 different tire strategy. It's very hard to tell what's going to work there. So I guess now we wait for another 2 laps for the guy at the back of their grid to get back behind the safety car queue. Apparently these cars are not Formula electric car. I guess we have hybrid engine now in Formula 1, so we're in the hybrid era, so part fuel, part electric. That's explain why the engine noise come and goes. But yeah, oh, Joshua pitting on a medium compound, going through to the end. Zem with a 3-second penalty for extending corner. That's very odd penalty to get under safety car. That's got to stink. Talking a penalty, let's see what we've got. Alt with 3, Alt Maverick with 3, Fuzz with 3, Asylum with 3, Hayden with 6, and Joshua, Adri, Zem, and Zvias with 3 of their own. Position change, Jeanette plus 13 positions at the beginning, Asylum plus 13 as well, Bones and Graham who start at the back plus 7. Great race for these boys. Fastest lap is now to Aiden with 134.28. Probably going to be beaten by Janet with his soft compounds. I would be surprised if it's old to the end. Alright, can descend. There's Vaesk missing to the safety car queue. Maybe can get back quickly enough so my guy doesn't need to do another lap. The bright red car doesn't seem to be coming in, so I guess we're having another full lap behind this beautiful red Mercedes. Surely this is the last one. I will be pretty upset if it isn't, because I've run out of stuff to say. So we're gonna ride quietly until the restart, because there's nothing super exciting about 15 cars following a safety car. I guess that's the benefit of having a co-broadcaster, so we can just talk about how Carey Price might be going to Seattle, and I'm gonna be sad. Talk the shit and everything. I guess it would be the perfect opportunity actually to promote the structure of next season actually. So right now, today is a, let's say, quick, funny race. Driver, apart from the top 10 in Tier 1, needs to do some time trials track times at, I think it's Japan and France. They have until Wednesday, July 28th to submit those time trial times. And after then, that means we'll try to classify them by pace. They also will be in that same week, so the week of July 26th, couple evaluation race in Spa for this driver to actually show their race pace. So yep, that's how ZOR Season 6 is going to fold out, is going to get on his way. But now, enough talking. I stalled enough. Sharpshooter is about to restart. And he pushed the pedal to the floor. Zenith right behind it on his soft compound. Everyone still bunched up pretty tight at the front. Zenith getting pretty close there in the S's. That's the benefit of the soft compound compared to the hard compound. These white tires are not very performing compared to the red ones. So there it is in the straight with no DRS. Is the battery usage gonna be enough with the slipstream for Zenith to make a move? Both driver using the batteries. He's quite far. I'm not sure he's gonna send it. Oh, brakes very late, going around the outside. Sharp giving space, but the traction of these soft compounds is just better than that's what Sharpshooter could give to his Red Bull. So Zenith in front. Now he need to push, unless he really want to stick with these soft until the end. Another 12, 13 laps with 2 safety car laps worth of use already. Either you need to push to make the 2-stop works, or you need to be full tire conservation. We have Bones who pit. I guess he picked up damage. Maverick with a another 3-second time penalty. He's now up to 6. With the field all bunched up because of safety car, you want to avoid those penalties. Maverick made the move on Sharpshooter in the S's. Sharpshooter he's in the wall. Sharpshooter lost it in the S's. He's pretty much at the back of the grid now. Not sure what happened there. Does he have damage? Wings seems to be fine. Not sure about the side pod or floor damage. Pretty much impossible to tell from the broadcast. So yeah, in 1 lap and a half, guy went from first to pretty much last. Terrible from Sharp Shooter, who try move looked for a move on Spaesk. Fuzz made a move on Wreck Diver at the end of the straight, so Fuzz is back on the podium position. And closest battle we have. It's a Wreck Diver and Fuzz, so let's stay there. No reason to move away. Sharpshooter pitting, so I guess he took up damage on this crash in his crash last lap. Very, very unfortunate for him. Fuzz has been it. Fuzz has been it. Fuzz. I guess I jinxed it, saying he was in podium position. I had to put it in the wall. Wing looked to be fine, but I said the same thing about Sharpshooter and he went to pit, so I guess I don't know anything. Let's see what he does. But yeah, sorry Fuzz, I jinxed you. Commentator Curse at his best. Ryan having a look at the end of the straight. Not happening. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. Probably Spaesk with a moment coming in into the straight. Ryan having a moment facing the wrong side. Very unfortunate. So let's go. On the closest battle, it's T-Money at the back of Asylum, both on art compounds. Aiden isn't super far behind either. Oh, T-Money went a bit wide in turn 1. Aiden had a bit of a look there, put his wing in there for good measure. Aiden super close to T-Money in the S's, but T-Money still will have DRS on Asylum in the straight, so is not a super easy pass, but T-Money get the 3-second penalty from cutting one of the S's, and super easy to do. So there we go, 3-car train in the straight, 2 cars with DRS. Aiden doesn't seem to have the pace to do it. T-Money in the side of Asylum. Moves done pretty well. Asylum cannot fight it back. So T-Money in 4th. Aiden gonna try to make the move pretty quickly on Asylum to stick with T-Money. And we have Ryan who did a move on Adri, but Adri continues to take the inside in this corner. The car is going too wide, but Ryan keep the spot after all of this. So yeah, if we go back to the top, never mind. Aiden's right behind T-Money, which Asylum got a move on those bolt driver, but he spun out, trying to fight off with T-Money. He had the move done coming to turn 1, so not quite sure what happened there. Does he have damage? Going pretty quick in the assist for if he had wing damage. I'm gonna say he's okay, but yeah, he lost like good 5 place for the incident. Not the greatest. But yeah, Aiden's still on the back of T-Money in the straight, but this time T-Money won't have DRS to defend himself. Aiden getting on the inside and getting the move done before the breaking point. Pretty easy move overall. Well, Asylum and Fuzz battling each other on track. Fuzz seemed to have the better out of it. Ryan and Adri still going at it those two cars went side by side here in here last lap. And we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Is it Asylum? Yep, Asylum have a bit of a moment. I guess his tire is still warm. Yep. Rear tires are cooked. There's not much you can do there. Just go back slowly. But yeah, let's go back to the top. Zenith 5.3 seconds ahead of Maverick. That's actually a decent gap. Let's not sugarcoat it, but it's not super big. It's certainly not enough for to stop to work. I guess he's gonna try to make them last. Otherwise, we have to consider a good 20-second stop. So yeah, that's put him like in 7 or 8. It might be worth it to just run them down to the 80-90% queues, because he got a pretty decent gap. Alright, let's go back to a fight. Fuzz having a look on Ryan, but get back behind him. So Fuzz, I guess I missed the overtake on Adri, because Ryan and Adri were fighting tooth and nail in the last 2 laps. Zenith with a 3-second time penalty. I guess I will look at the penalties in a couple of minutes, just before the race ends. Fuzz going side by side on the outside in turn 1. Is it gonna stick? Still too wide. Both driver giving themselves enough room. Still too wide into the second S. Ryan has to let Fuzz go, because going too wide in there might end both car races. You don't want that. So yeah, Fuzz getting the move done in the first sector. This is still our closest battle, so we're gonna keep on it with it. Ryan with DRS will try to get back that spot. Getting to the outside, move was done before the braking zone, the braking point. So Ryan get back his place, and what Fuzz did will be to do all over again. I just saw Maverick having a bit of a fun time. I know I saw him lost the position. Now he lost a couple, another, he spun, retired. Yep, he retired. Seems like to have retired in the middle of the track. That's not recommended, because it can bring out safety car, and his safety car here will mess up everything. Yeah, but we seems to be fine. Only a yellow flag, so racing continue. But this gives Zenith a lot of breathing space, with the second driver in the grid now gone. You now have a 13.7 second gap, so he doesn't need to pit. He just needs to not crash with his own stuff. He just can coast for the last 6 laps and he will be fine. I'm not worried about him anymore. So let's go to the closest battle. Fuzz with DRS and battery on Ryan, going at the end of the straight. He's going to the outside, braking a bit later. Both driver giving each other space, but they're still too wide. Great camera angle that we don't see where Ryan is. But Fuzz, I was about to say, looks like he'd make the move, but Ryan still side by side, doesn't want to give Fuzz the place, but cannot defend anymore, so Fuzz will have the 7th place right now. Ryan still hanging on with him, so I guess I'm gonna fight back. Either here in the right in here in turn 1 or in the straight this lap. These two gonna battle to the end. Let's look at penalties. Penalties, so Janet with a 3-second. We'll still have a 10-second gap to Wreck Diver. Aiden and T-Money with 6 each. Joshua with 3, so that will move him up on T-Money. Zem also have a 3, Fuzz has a 3, Ryan has a 3, Edra has a 3, Sharp has a 6. Let's see it like that, that will be easier to do maths. So yeah, with the 6 seconds to T-Money, probably like drop down a couple plays. But other than that, penalties are not very relevant because everyone has them. So yep, it seems that Fuzz has created a little small gap. Still in the air's range though for Ryan, so this fight isn't over. And this is the closest battle on track, with people getting out at the end of their entire life, at the end of the race. Zem who picked up a 3-second penalty for extending the last corner. Right on the back of Mr. Joshua. Ryan still trying to keep with Fuzz. Joshua went by T-Money in the S's, so I guess T-Money went wide in one of them, opening the door for Joshua because that's not a usual overtake spot. Aiden making a move on Wreck Diver for 2nd place. The Williams teammate being 2 and 3. I mean, great race. We had Grim Reefer who DNF'd. It looks like he lost it in the pit wall. But the car was clear before Janet was there. And that caused a safety car. Oh no, safety car 2 laps before the end. Oh, I said the penalty won't matter. Never mind. Every 10th of penalty gonna matter. Janet going back on new soft. Is he coming back in front of Aiden? That's gonna be tight. Yep, Janet still have Aiden cleared. So Janet keep the lead even with the 2-stop. Andrew the 5-second worth of penalty for skating in the pit lane. Yep, Janet need to put on the brake because safety car was right there. So yeah, let's go back to penalties because now Janet has a 3-second lead on Aiden, but need to have a 3-second gap on the Wreck Diver. In probably the 1 lap worth of racing we'll have after safety car coming, because I really doubt that every car gonna be back in the queue in the next 2 laps. So I'm not sure if we're gonna end this race under safety car or the game is coded to not finish under safety cars, so it will restart with driver all over the place. And Zem has a 5-second penalty for crashing with Fuzz under safety car. Not sure who's to blame. Guess Zem crashed. I don't know about that. So yeah, this is what it is. Ending lap 26, I guess lap 27 gonna be under safety car, and lap 28 gonna be full racing. So Zenith need to create a 3-second gap on Wreck Diver within a lap. Otherwise, Wreck Diver just gonna win it straight. Aiden gonna drop a couple spot because his 3-second penalty on Joshua. Gonna move him back down. Actually, a guy like Bones, who doesn't have penalties, he just needs to not spin, and he's gonna have a pretty freaking good result. Never mind, safety car is back in. We are gonna have 2 laps of racing. I missed that restart. That's on me, boys. Let's. Everyone pretty much keep their compound except Jin, who went on the fresh stuff. I'm gonna stick with the penalty screen. Zenith already having just a 3-second lap on Wreck. So the fresh soft compared to Wreck is on 15 laps old hard. So yeah, Zenith probably having like way better pace than both driver behind him. So unless Zenith bins it, he's gonna win it. Nothing much to add. Adri right on the back of Ryan and T-Money. Oh, Adri went pretty close there. Let's go for this camera angle. Is he gonna be close enough for moving turn 1? For sure, but he doesn't have DRS, only battery, which both drivers are using. It's gonna be Woo Brake the latest. Adri seems to have made the move. Fuzz has retired into the pit, it seems, so Fuzz called it a quit on lap 28 of the 28. That's something, I guess, calling the quit on lap 28. Yeah, we're looking at the last lap in the Circuit of the America. F1 2020 on first race in the league. Fun race with no real consequence for any standings or anything, but let's be real, this race is going to be the bragging right for like the next 3 weeks, so it's pretty important. Sharpshooter made a move on Ryan. Adder's still on the back of T-Money. Zenith at the front, I'm not going to give him too much attention, but he's getting on the finish line, finishing first, 5 seconds in front of Aiden, so clear from any penalties. Adri trying to get his nose in there in T-Money, and we have Ryan putting it in the wall at the end. But his wing was good enough to stick. Where Bones gonna get up without penalties, he was pretty far behind. Move up to 8th. So there it is, the first race of F1 2021 of Zenith Online Racing, won by Zenith. Who got himself driver of the day, starting from the medium compound, going into the soft, and probably would have kept them to the end if it wasn't for safety car, but decided to get fresh shaft on the last safety car, getting him a well-deserved win. We'll see the final standing in a couple seconds when these boys are over with wasting good champagne. There we go. So we have Janet in first, Reg Diver in second, Aiden, his partner in the Williams car, in third. So double podium for the Williams boys. Joshua in fourth, Timon in fifth, Ryan in sixth, Sharpshooter in seventh, Bones in eighth, Adrian ninth, Zvayask in 10th, Fuzz in 11th, Zen in 12th. Both Fuzz and Zem did technically not finish, but did the necessary amount of the lap to be considered not DNF. Grim, Maverick, Asylum, Beck, Zag, Denmark, and Seabass all DNF struggle of getting used to a new game. So this was I was Bobby Tava, and this was Zenith Online Racing fun Monday night race to just test out F1, the new F1 2021. So we will see you sometime in the future to be determined. Have a good night, boys.